Sunday. Thank you for being here so early. Gonna be a bit of a weird stream today. Mary, thank you for the 68 months. Thank you very much. How you doing? Takara, Trendy, hello. Stream will be a little bit. Sure. True. The other thing is that I have to pick up some friends from the airport today, so because of that, I have to be done by like, I don't know, 8 o'clock at the latest. I still have to eat something, so maybe we'll go to like 7ish. We'll see. But I'm bringing back RoadCraft. I want to put Astroneer on hold for a while until patches come out, and I want to start hammering out this plan that I've put together. So for the next 4 to 6 weeks, I want to play RoadCraft. All right, so offline, I finished the sunken map 100%. We're going to go to Sojourn. Okay, we're going to 100% this map. But I want to stick with this. We got the driving wheel back. Now, there's been some wonkiness with the mouse and the driving wheel where the truck just kind of turns or stays stuck, and I have to maneuver it. I don't know if there's a way to fix that, but so I got to work on that. But of 100% of everything so far, that's the goal. I also want to see if there might be any vehicles that might be worth picking up, since we have almost 100 grand. So we'll see. There's new DLC. We haven't played this since earlier in the year on release. There's like bridge layers and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I wanted to do Sojourn, and then we'll do the other two, like Delusion and Sandswept. So let's begin. And let's start with the Malamute. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I just started episode 2. I'm quite behind. How was everybody's holiday? Obviously, I haven't been to this map yet, so we'll see. Hope you're doing well. I spent like 3 hours at the bookstore today and only ended up getting one thing because I couldn't find the other two that I was looking at. All right. Operation Sojourn, North Africa, summer. Mistakes during gas extraction operations led to explosive collapses in the area. Your company was dispatched to restore production and assist with logistics. Okay. So one of the things that I did on the other map to, do the castle stuff is fully paving roads. Very important to fully pave a road if you can. And it's easy to do. Holy crap, this is a disaster. So I think the first things first is we need to find a garage.
This area is what happens when you get overly enthusiastic about digging up gold. Or, in this case, natural gas. Hard to blame those folks. All this money just waiting to be made. Too bad that when all the gas is gone, you get an empty cave that collapses. Who would have thought? Well, they didn't. You can set your first base up in the nearest town to the south. Drive on over there and look for a good spot.
All right, then let's go do that. We've got some work ahead of us. Let's get our asses over there. Not seeing anything too crazy at the moment. Nothing we can't handle so far. Be able to do this. Like a nice, assuming this is our base, it looks like a decent size. Okay.
That's your first base of operations sorted. Well done. Now we peruse the old to-do list. My favorite part. And I'm sure yours.
I gotta raise my camera.
First things first. You need to set up a convoy path from the nearest tunnel to the countryside base. Then, check out the emergency report we received from Waterfold Estate Orange Farm. Who knows what happened there, so be careful. I'd stay on the lookout for falling oranges specifically. The last thing on the list is replacing the damaged fuel tanks in Sirocco. I bet the locals will be grateful for this one in particular.
Okay, let me raise my camera here, because I don't want to block stuff. And... excellent. Okay, let's see what we got here. Objectives. Main side, return the missing fuel tanks. All right, now where are those located, though? Those are up here. I don't really care about that yet. It's a plow route from here to... That's it? Is that really it? Well, that's easy. Okay, that'll be easy to do. Start plotting. Start plotting. Nothing these trucks cannot handle, I would assume. I mean, it's literally going here. Okay. Well, that's a pretty easy start. Or that's by design. Okay. We'll get those underway. And visit the nearby farm. I think we could do that while we are getting those trucks in order. So let's go to the farm. We'll create some markers along the way so we know. Now that they've added them in. Marker. Marker. Well, we know we need to go back here. We'll just kind of go from there. Okay. All right, let's get a move on. What an embarrassing horn. Gotta watch out for these trucks that are going to be driving right by us, I would assume. I see one of them. I see another one. Kind of let it pass, and that just kind of melted over, didn't it? All right. Let's get to that farm. See if there's anything that needs to be repaired over here. It might be. This road's in pretty good shape so far, but I expect something's going to go horribly wrong over here. Yeah, we need a bridge. Okay. We need a bridge. Bridges. Wooden bridge? That's all we have right now. I mean, yeah, I guess we can make a wooden bridge. No. Is that all we have access to? Can we get there a different way? We don't really have access to make concrete yet. What's up, Minecraft? How you doing? Welcome back, sir. It's good to see you. So that map that we played earlier in the year, I 100%ed it over the last few days, over this week, so I could familiarize myself with the controls. So we got a brand new map that we literally just started, and we're gonna explore and do the things. Tired. Hello, tired. That's done. There's a bridge here. Thank you for the 3 streams in a row. Appreciate that. Hi, Marie. Let's see what we're working with here. I see a farm here. Take a look at this map. All right, let's keep going straight. How has everyone's week been? How was everybody's holiday? Hope it went well. Hope you had nice times with your families or whatever you were doing. And there's another dead end over here. Oh, wait. There's a road we can fix. Okay. Well, that we can certainly do. That'll be task number 1. And I think this is the thing that's been happening, is we're getting kind of stuck. Now, can we open this up, or are we going to have a problem here? Okay, that is... Why are these trees just falling? Alright, I suppose we're gonna have to get inside here somehow. So let's do that. Let's get inside. Step 1 is looking for a spot inside. Preferably without running over any of the orange trees. Because it looks so nice. I don't see an opening over there. Just quiet. Yeah. Wait, this could be it. Maybe. Perhaps. Alright, we're inside over here. I don't know if that's going to help us or not, but we might have access to the road we need to work on. We can probably inch our way through. Oh, definitely. Okay, so we're through here. That's the road we have to build. Let me open this from here. We need power here. Maybe there's going to be a mission that will entail this. I do not know yet. But for the moment, we can certainly rebuild this. Now, here's my thing. I want to repair this road. But in order to do that, we have to get materials. It's really pretty easy to do that. We'll just have to drive this way. I would rather just load up as much equipment as we can. So we need... I think we're going to go shopping. There's a vehicle I want, which I think will make our lives very easy. But I was waiting until now to do. So let's go to the garage and go to the shop. So where is this thing here? Where is this particular vehicle? Definitely not there. Maybe equipment transporter, was this the one? I think this was the one. Yeah. I think this was the one. This looks pretty cool. What's up, Sadie? Oh yeah, finally back to it. I think we should buy this. I do. I think we should buy this. This might be the best transporter we have access to at the moment. I mean, we have a smaller one. Really not what I'm looking for. I think this is what we want to go with here. So we're going to buy this. Okay. And then we're going to deploy it. Oh, we had another one. I guess this one's just better. Okay, this is our vehicle transportation. Now, I don't know how many we can get on here. We're going to find out. So we're just going to put this here. We're going to toggle the ramp. And we are going to grab the following. We need this. for the first one. Okay. Actually, that's not a good idea. We're taking up too much space this way. Let's take this thing off. This is where it's getting stuck. I'm not doing anything. The mouse just kind of takes priority for some reason because I needed to switch the view of the camera. Lined up. Bag it up. And yeah, I thought last time I saw people were just kind of dragging it up there, so we'll just redo that. No, I did not mean to deploy that. That we do not need. We're just clicking on things apparently. Let's try this again. It's been 5 minutes and we've already tipped over. Way to go, chat. Way to go. Okay. Now we'll go back here. We need this. Now, if I remember correctly, this thing's a pain in the ass to get on here. And we'll bring the sand truck over on its own separately. It would just take ages to get these things over here, and I don't want to use my recalls until right at the end unless it's absolutely necessary. So we're just gonna do this. We'll stop that. We'll go in here and we will lift up ramp. Now we can toggle. All right, so this is all strapped up now. I don't know if they had that last time. So that's pretty cool. All right, so next I want to go here and grab our beautiful truck. The bunker. Is this the one? Yeah, I want to say this is the one. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, the other thing we got to check is that route that we've already had set up. Is this thing done? Because I don't want to run routes unless it's absolutely necessary. Objectives, main, no. Infrastructure completed. No rewards remaining. Okay, so we're going to cancel this route. And we're going to clear it. I don't want to have that activated while we're doing other things. Because vehicles can crash into each other and mess with routes. And if we forget one, I'd rather not do that. So, all right, let's get the sand over to the road. The right direction here? I don't know. Can we even get this across the bridge? That's the other problem. Is this... I hope the bridge is wide enough to get these vehicles across. Because the scout already was a bit tight. I didn't even think about that. Well, we might have a problem here. We'll find out, but doesn't look promising. Maybe we can get this across? I think we can. Might be a bit, I think we can do this. Yeah, I think we should be alright. Oh, sure. Okay. Perfect. No problem. No problem. Easy peasy. So we're gonna pave this road here first, and then we'll go from there. We'll visit the farm, we'll get that equipment back, we'll take care of all those missions. All right. A pretty quiet truck from the outside. Now, yeah, I think we're just gonna... So this is the problem that's happening. It's not... It's like getting locked up with the mouse. I don't know why that's happening. Something we're gonna have to get used to. We'll be able to just run through this without a problem. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Flattened. Okay, so this should automatically do its thing. We get here, open road construction request, and it's done. It's doing its thing automatically. Start dumping sand. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Next, apply to this. Hey, don't text and drive. All right, let's see if we can get this across here. Okay, not a bad horn. Not bad, not too shabby. It's a beautiful looking rig here, though. Nice and wide. Looking good. I gotta say, I wouldn't be opposed to going back to SnowRunner one of these days if we run out of stuff to do with RoadCraft and this is popular enough. I would consider doing that. We'd do a brand new map. I wouldn't go back to that snow map for a while because I'd have to get used to stuff again. Oh, wait. I forgot a piece of equipment. It's okay. We'll drop these two off, and then I'll go back and get the other one. I knew I forgot a piece. Forgot the asphalt layer. There isn't enough room to get all three of them on here. So, Barnes & Noble... Oh, I hope this is gonna... you suck. Okay, that'll be easy to fix, but... Oh, okay. There we go. So... Barnes & Noble at the moment, not that a lot of them are really a great deal, but 25% off books. I picked up one because I spent like 2.5 to 3 hours there. I didn't want to leave there empty-handed. But I am committed to my library increasing in size in 2026. One of the most fun I've had this year for sure. It has been Growing a library. It's off. This is the next step. I'll let this do its thing here. All right, so that's working. We're gonna go back to the base. We will retain the truck, deploy it again. I don't think I need this big of a vehicle, but I like it, so why not? Toggle the ramp, back to the base. And we need this machine. I think this was the one that was a pain in the ass to get onto the truck. If it doesn't work, I might have to use a different. That's good enough, I'd say. We are off. Get this over there, we'll lay the asphalt. We'll smooth it out, and then we can take the Scout and check out the farm, and then we'll get the crane and get the equipment, and we should be fine. Now, until we can get some concrete, I really don't want to build any bridges out of wood unless it's unavoidable. Because concrete, I feel, is just way easier to take care of. Into indigo. That's cool. Just for blankets. Actually, you know what I did? And I think I mentioned this. I went to ChatGPT and I said, all right, these are all the books I have. These are my interests. Ask me some questions to get to know me as a reader. So when I ask for suggestions down the line, you know what to recommend. So I did that, and it gave me a whole bunch of stuff to add, which was awesome. The only problem is that Barnes & Nobles is so overpriced. What I did is I had it. This is where I really did like what I had built. I took pictures of full shelves at Barnes & Noble, and I said, okay, based on what you know, for personal development's sake, can you recommend books that would complete my library. Something that's not going to be repetitive or anything like that, but something that's useful. Something that's useful. I'm gonna lower this while we're talking. Something that's useful to increase the size of my library. Something that's not a book that's going to say the same things I've already read, but things that are going to complement it and stuff like that. Okay, what is going on here? There are rocks. Are you shitting me? You're kidding me, right? Please tell me you are joking. Okay. If I just took pictures of full shelves and it just looked at every single book and
Looking at this place, I shouldn't have said what I said about oranges. The damage is extensive. You'll need to restore the road to the farm and bring a backup generator to the main building. Then you'll need to open the river lock to reach the production site on the other side of the river. But to repair the river lock, you'll need some decking panels, which you can grab at the South Canyon Resort construction site. There won't be any resort construction here for a while, so use their crane and load up on those panels. If the crane has no power, just get a backup generator from a nearby building. And don't worry, we got permission for all of that.
rocks out of here. Can. Okay, that should not pick them up. Lovely. Wonderful. These things are being a bit of a pain in the ass. Alright, hopefully that's good enough. I hope. A little rocky. Well. That is true. That is very, very true. Let's let this drive for a little while, and then, assuming that it makes it past the point where we had an issue, we'll be fine. I didn't really take a look at the road ahead of time. Let's see. Keeps. There we go. Okay. It is doing its thing. Hell yeah. Okay. Activate the sand pit. Probably a good idea. But let's hold off at the moment. There's the river lock. And we have the equipment here that we need to grab, but that'll be easier to do with a crane. We can bring that back. Are you shitting me? What's the problem now? What the fuck is the problem now? Thanks, Zora. Good to know. What the hell is wrong? It's just such a simple road that we shouldn't have a problem, and yet we have a problem. Like, this is just a pre-made road. And we have an issue. I see what the issue is. And it's definitely a result of me moving the rocks around, but that's fine. We'll just do it ourselves. Besides doing the sand, I'm starting to think that maybe we should just do this ourselves. You know? Okay, let's try this again. Let's actually get in this truck and move this out of the way, because I feel like it's going to get in the way. So we'll pull this in the other direction and try this again. We got this. I'm not too concerned about it. Minecrush believes in me. Unlike the rest of you. You don't believe in me? That's messed up. That is messed up. I thought we had an understanding. So I did get a set of books in, thanks to a particular individual who you could probably guess. So thank you for that. And should be just about done. Okay, that's done. Now, while that's paving, we should probably get... Oh, it's over here. Okay, that's easy. Where's the other one? There's one there. And, okay. Objectives. Urgent repairs. Activate the crane at the resort. Okay, I don't really care about that at the moment. Missing fuel tanks. Okay, that we can do. Okay, so here's what I want. Here's what I want. This road is repaired. Let's do the fuel tanks. Okay. Let's go to the base and grab the big crane. We can see what we're working with here. And then depending on the size of the tanks, which I think we can just tell from here. Driving on its own again. We can bring one vehicle out there and drive them both back. But I'd like to take the big crane just for the reach. Because this is my favorite vehicle in the game right now. It is a monster. I love it. So far, nothing has come close to beating it. So I have decided that for every book that gets picked up, I will wear that stupid green hat for 15 minutes. Just saying. This is a deal that only exists for the rest of the year. And we stream today until like 7-ish tomorrow. And then, I think Tuesday too. Yeah, so... Wait a second, am I going the right way? Yes. Although that's a stupid deal. I don't know if I like that. I hate that hat. No deal. I don't like that idea. Screw that. I hate that hat. Okay. There's one.
Yes.
I will be out
These
for New
tanks
Year's
will be
Eve.
intact in you're still worried about ownership. Don't be. We're not stealing them. We're just borrowing them. And not even for ourselves, but for the good folk of Sirocco, who'll owe us a big one, and they'll pick up the bill later. So put your guilty conscience to rest and get to work.
This year, I will be with friends. So our first stream of the new year will probably be maybe Friday or something like that. Depends on... Yeah, fuel tanks. What could possibly go wrong with just smacking them around? I am sure I will. All right, let's go and grab the mule. The mule. So, out of curiosity, do you all like the first-person point of view every once in a while? It's not something I'm going to be doing all the time. Not even close to all the time. Probably like maybe like 2% of the time, just when it rains heavy, other perspective. Do you like this view? I like this view. Does it make you motion sick? Is the other view easier to follow? See more of the surroundings. Wow, that is not the horn I was expecting there, I have to be honest with you. That was pretty pathetic. All right. Okay, cool. I'll do it every once in a while. That we're only going to be able to do one at a time here, but that's okay. Really not that far of a trip. It's definitely easier this way. This is like construction. It is construction. Construction and storm repair. Damage repair. All right, let's get this back. God, it's a sissy horn. It's pathetic. Alright, this is fuel tank 1 of 1. Now, we do have another vehicle we could have loaded this up with, but I think it would have taken too long. I mean, sure, it's cold, but, you know, as long as they have the right protection. They'll be fine. It might, but they're professionals. Too bad there wasn't a snow map in this game. That would have been pretty cool. I would have liked that. Alright, tank number 1. We're right at the gas station. Go straight through. Unload tank number 1 in the far spot, and then we'll go back and get the other one. Okay. Wait, are there old tankers here? There are. Forgot about that. I'm just gonna take these. And we're gonna dump them over here because we don't need them. We'll do the same thing for the other one. Actually, you know what? We'll slot this one into place. Oh, that's wonderful. How you doing, Z? Good to see you. Okay, that is done. Those old gas canisters look like my hopes and dreams. Damaged, old, and not useful. Okay, let's get back over and get the new tank. I'm doing pretty well. Pretty well. Glad we're finally getting back to this game. I'm looking forward to focusing on it heavily for the next few weeks. This was a series of games that, as a community, you all seem to like because it's chill and it's problem solving and we're driving around and it's like you're just in the seat next to me, so it's nice. Especially with SnowRunner, next to Elite Dangerous and Star Wars Jedi series, this is our most popular game over the last decade. So we'll see if interest strikes the internet world again, and we'll go from there. There will be no ducks. Listen, I held that promise this year, and I continue to hold it. There will be no more duckathon. Those days are over. No more ducks. The duck days are done. See what I did there? Okay. Back with the other tank, and then we will pick our next objective, which I think will be farm repair. But I think we also need the generator, so we're gonna leave the crane over there. 6 months already? Wow. Yeah, time flies. My oldest niece, believe it or not, in 2026, late 2026, she will be turning 8. That is crazy. And my second niece will be turning 3. I don't like it. They need to stay young forever. Okay? Nice. Done. Just put this back here for easy take. Help the farm with repairs. Deliver the object. Okay, well, that's pretty easy because we have the crane right here. So we'll go deliver the object. Nice! This is the proper horn. Our newly paved road. Beautiful. Love it. Neck getting married. That's crazy. 16. Ooh, that's not good. I hope they're okay. I mean, the car definitely isn't, but... Damn. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, I'm definitely not where I need to be, but I think we can... That's not good. Turn the crane in here. I think we can reach it. I don't know for sure. This might not work. We're going to attempt it anyways and see what happens. I think it might be a little too far. Oh no, it's not. Okay, well, let's get this thing out of the way first. There we go. Very good. Very good. Hanged up, but fine. get this delivered. Don't do anything to screw this up, chat. All right. This is a special delivery, and I will not have any shenanigans here. Okay, that's not cool. Listen, you're gonna make me crash, and I can't have that happen. How dare you? Thank you for the bits, but how dare you? We are turning over a new leaf for the rest of the year and for all of 2026. None of that is allowed. Ever again. Starting right now. This is the new normal. And you will all have to sit there and accept it. Good talk. Okay, this should open the gate, maybe? Maybe this is what we need to open the gate. Okay, yeah, there we go. Gates opened. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Waterfold Estate. Done. Okay, nice. So, that's done.
Now it's time to get serious about those river lock repairs. We're going to need a mountain of concrete, that's for sure. Take a drive to the concrete plant and see what shape it's in. And you can also set up a direct route from the countryside base so our engineer crew can get there. And fill any major potholes on the way if you need to. They're engineers, not test drivers.
Okay, activate the crane at the resort. We're gonna have to drive there. I had to guess. Oh no, guess not. Oh, power. Okay, so there is a power failure. So let's do this one here. And Riverlock repairs, that's gonna have to go there. But to be fair, I kind of like the idea of repairing this over here. Building two bridges like this. Oh, we can't do it yet. Oh, wait. They won't give us access to do that yet. Okay. Maybe we don't have to do that. All right, let's just, reach locate. That's the concrete plant. Okay. Well, we're already here. So, but where is our scout? Here? Alright, let's drive over to the concrete plant and just see. What's up, Deathman? This is RoadCraft. We played this earlier in the year. But I wanted to get back to it since this was a major game for us. Where we're basically doing storm damage repair. Repairing, you know, making deliveries, repairing roads. This is map 1, 2... I don't know which map we're on. We're 100%ing the game. Guess what you're playing now? Astroneer. If I had to take a guess. Oh, you're playing this? Really? You're kidding. You troll. Alright, something tells me we're gonna have to... Okie dokie, so we're gonna have to do something. No, stop. Stop. It's been a little funky with the mouse. Man, that is... See, chat, look. This is what happens when you have too much Taco Bell. See? Giant crater in the ground. Yeah, I have all that too. I'm gonna go to the bathroom really fast because I have to. And when we get back, we're gonna do all of this, and then we'll go from there. Okay. We're gonna activate the sand pit here because I think it's important to do that. All right. I will be right back. Behave yourselves, or else. All right, let's continue. Guess we just have to kind of drive in there and hope for the best. Let's do it. What could possibly go wrong here? One. Gross. Just plain gross. Two. Let's see. We go up on this broken part on the right. Perhaps not. Oh, yeah, we're stuck. Okay. Gotta love boulders. Doesn't matter what version of the game there is, they're always a pain in the ass. Always a pain in the ass. Okay. And then... oh, there's concrete over here. We're not getting over there, are we? Oh, wait. No. We might. Or not. Okay. Not go that way. Stop. God, it's like they're the worst thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I hate these things. Seriously? Now are we actually stuck, or what? Didn't take very long, did it? Fuck that. Fuck these rocks. I hate these rocks. Such a pain in the ass. Oh, there's another road to pave. Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense, doesn't it? That's just great. That's wonderful. Oh. Let's go pave the road. We'll just drag a truck in there or something later on. From the other side, because I'm not going to bother digging myself out of that one. Hell no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Less time I try to get myself out of those situations, the longer we can play the game. Truck has like no power. So much weight. Come on. You can do it. Very good. Now, have some time here, so this is where we're gonna make our left. Right there. All right. I guess we'll make the same delivery that we did with the other truck. Although we might just drive the plow over ourselves. It moves quick enough. We'll probably take this truck and use it to
Looks like we can do a little trade with the folks at the supply depot. If we get them powered up again, they're willing to spare some supplies. All you need to do is lay the cable and connect them to the grid.
well, that's easy to do. Should be easy to do. I do, but it's more of a pain in the ass to drive. I don't really like the tracked vehicles all that much. If I had two, like, controls so I could do this, it would make sense, but with the wheel, it's kind of a pain. I can do it, but I have less control, and I don't like that. Maybe I could just use the keyboard for it, but I'm trying to use the wheel as much as possible. The crane, I can't do with the wheel. It's not like SnowRunner where I was able to do it. It's still kind of a pain, so I just use the keyboard for that. Yeah, they're not wheel friendly. No, they are not. Now, I do have tons of other peripherals I could have used. You know, for example, I could have used my actual joystick to work the crane, but I don't think it supports that. All right, so there's that. And I'm just going to drive like a truck or something over to that. We're so close, but gotta be a good way to do this. Okay, so we're going to get in here. Oh, that's pull down. That would make sense why we're not moving. Oh, that's definitely not going to work. Come on, move. Let's go. Welcome to the party. Oh, it really does. But I have certainly noticed that the routes are still... They're still kind of a pain getting stuck on stuff. I know they've patched this game quite a bit, but there's still some times where I've noticed that they don't... I don't know. I feel like the vehicles were not working as intended. If that makes sense. You can make convoys last less and pay more per truck. Why would you restart in order to do that? You have to start a new game in order to take advantage of that? Is it like settings at the start? Ah, okay. And you can't sell them back the way that you could before. You have to make a new save for the... Why? Why? Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me that all the progress I'm making right now, trying to 100% the map, I have to create a brand new save to do the DLC? You're kidding, right? Please tell me I'm not understanding correctly. I don't want to have to redo all these maps in order to do the DLC. That's stupid. What the hell? You're joking, right? That can't be right. Hold on a second. That makes... Why would they put out a DLC that forces a player to restart all their progress in order to play it? That would be pitiful game design if they did it that way. It makes no sense to me. No, I can start it right now. What are you talking about? There's the main campaign, and then you go here. What's... I can do it right now if I wanted to. Go to rebuild expansion. They're right here. I don't see where I have to restart anything. They're already downloaded for me. Oh, we had some dropped frames. I didn't realize that. And down... Okay, but downloading maps is not the DLC edition. Those are two maps that they made to put into the game, and I already have them on my map. I didn't download anything. I just bought the DLC. Are we talking about two different things? I'm confused. Okay, that's what I thought. What's up, Atron? You want to use new difficulty, fuel, all that other stuff, and yeah, you would. I feel like quite a few people would be upset that if you were going to buy DLC, it would force the people who have completed everything 100%. Okay, player-made maps are not the DLC. Sure, it's downloadable content, but I'm thinking DLC. It's official updates. Yeah, we're talking about two different things. Wait a second. Is this map? The ramp's not down. I was sort of the ramp is down. I was like ready to say, what the hell's going on? Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, I'm not concerned about player-made content. All right, we're just gonna drive this through. Hopefully this doesn't tip, although something tells me it might tip. And we're just gonna drive this through here. We're going to stop. Unstrap, toggle the ramp. Actually, we should move these things out of the way, because it's clearly going to take up too much room. Okay. Now we'll drive these two things off. Okay, and we start that. Once this starts rolling around the curb, we'll activate this one. And then I'm going to try and get to this little circle below me here. No map restart. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, let's get this going here. And we've got to get there, which I should just be able to... do it from up here. Piece of cake. Done. Love it. Nice. That's complete. All right, so now...
Jeez Louise. You know, in this line of work, I've seen things. Heck, I've seen things today, but I never expected this. A concrete plant still in usable condition. Now that's something. Okay, so it has no power right now. But it's still much better than if it had no power and was completely destroyed, right? Now you just need to get a backup transformer from the supply depot to the main power substation. And we got ourselves some concrete. Oh, and patch up the road to the concrete slabs facility. That will get us on the right track.
Okay, so that's done. But we need power. What the hell was just sent to me? What is this? What did you do? Mind Crush? What did you do? What the heck is this? Prison escape simulator? What the heck is this? Okay. You could consider doing that. Thank you for that. I thought we talked about no sending me stuff. This is a rule. This is a rule. Not allowed to send me things. Cable layer. Is this the right thing? Haven't I made myself perfectly clear? Is there a better cable layer? No, 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 GG. No. None of that. Okay, this is a better cable layer. I feel like it's time we have a better one. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Let's buy it. Hell yeah. You will listen. Listen. Listen to me very carefully. The next person that does something. Okay. Oh, the next person that does something. Okay. In any fashion, especially Throne. I'm sick of Throne. Okay? It's irking me. There will be hell to pay. I feel like this is going to take too long for me to drive there. No, actually, it's pretty quick. We can do this. We can get it there. Speaking of Throne, I did get another thing that arrived in the mail today. Oh, yeah, these tracked vehicles. What a beautiful view. You can see everything that's going on. Just take our time. Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't know. Just seemed like it was a... I don't know if it was gonna be more of a pain to get it to work that way. And it's moving pretty quick, so it's fine. All right. So right now we're bringing this crane to the north so we can activate the power to this particular area. There's 2 places where we have to run cable. And I'm going the wrong way. Way to go, Mine Crush. Unfreaking believable. Gosh. Chat, you're so irresponsible. Seriously. So irresponsible. What do you mean make a road? I am making roads. There's no reason to make any other road at the moment. Everything has been preset so far. Because it's early on in the level. Eventually, we're going to have to make roads by yourself, but that's no big deal. That's easy. That's a piece of cake. Let me see something here. So, I think we just want to go straight here. Yeah, but we also have a delivery to make too, don't we? Where is the transformer? The transformer over here? Is that the transformer? It is a transformer. Okay, where's our crane? Where is our giant crane? Okay, let's do this first. Baby steps. Let's get this up to power facility, and we'll grab the crane and bring the transformer over, and then we'll dig the cable, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Fantastic. Good talk. So glad we could all be on the same page. Get it? Page. Books. Library. That was a joke. It wasn't funny. You all never think I'm funny. That bothers me. Ow. Absolutely I do. But they're not going to come from you. Okay, so we can run the cable. Okay, that should be pretty easy. True, they are. It is quite far away. Alright, we can do this first one here. Nope. Oof. Alright, let's You're joking, right? Let's move out with the cable layer. Oh, for some reason. There, yes. I don't know why. Alright, this is the first one. Should be a pretty easy. Okay, that's done. That is done. Now the next one has to go here. So I'll probably just dig a whole other cable down in this direction. One cable going in one direction, one cable going in the other direction. And personally, I'd rather just keep the task focused on the cable laying for the moment. So we're going to run this cable to the concrete facility before we get the transformer. this way. Yeah, this is a good way to do it. Come on. Let's go. You're joking, right? Come on. I mean, I find it... This is the problem with this game. These boulders, there's no way that tiny little rock is going to prevent a vehicle of this size. What are you doing? But the wheels turn to the right. It's going to prevent a vehicle of this size to stop moving. It's just not possible. These rocks are just way too overpowered in this series of games, and it's probably my least favorite thing to have to deal with. I understand if you can't drive through a road and it's muddy and stuff like that, but this boulder, come on. Those tracks would roll over that shit like it's freaking butter to a hot knife. It's just not possible. Alright, let's plan this out though. Now this, we're gonna have to cut here. We're just gonna cut right through the orange trees. I don't care. Like, we'll run it this way and then stop it here. This is the only place where there's actually dirt attached to it, so we're gonna have to do that. Assuming that it'll let us do it. Let's run it this way. Because there's concrete here. I don't know if this is gonna work. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out from there, but I don't think it's gonna work. I feel like we're gonna have an issue. And, stuck on something. What the hell could I possibly... Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Typical RoadCraft fashion. There we go. This thing's gonna fail. Oh, it's not failing. And why are you going that way? What is the problem here? This is not that complicated. It's just spinning on its own. I'm not even doing anything. What the fuck? See, this is what would get me to stop playing. This is what would get me to stop playing. Unresponsive controls. That is a problem. Like, this just looks disgusting. Now, I realize that's going to fail. And now I'm wrapped around a fucking pole, of course. So that works. The physics of that works. But the problem that I have is with a boulder. I see. Okay. Just want to make sure I know where we draw the line. Fucking hell. I gotta tell you. Fuck. I hate track vehicles. I really, really do. They're the worst. Can you just dig into the ground, please? Thank you. Okay. The absolute worst. Wait, can I do this a little bit easier with the... I'm actually doing it with a keyboard and a mouse now. I think it just makes more sense to do it because the wheel is driving me crazy with this vehicle. So we're going to do keyboard and mouse for the cable layer. It's way more responsive. Way more responsive. Of course, it's just like turning... There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's just beautiful. I'll be over here. Okay, so this is the rule now. Tracked vehicles, we're using keyboard and mouse. It's just the way to go. Otherwise, it'll be too frustrating. Doesn't matter what tracked vehicle. But the positive of that is it'll allow me to use tracked vehicles more often if I need to, because there's that giant sand carrier, and it holds more, I think, for the tracked vehicle than it does for anything else we own. So, just makes more sense that way. We'll get through it. We've 100%ed every map so far. We will get through this one too, and this one has been a piece of cake so far. Alright, so now we're going to pick up the substation. Wait, hold on. Wait, the transformer, I mean. Is it here? Yes. Is this another? Oh wait, that's for selling. All right, so we're going to take it. Oh, that's easy. I know exactly where we're going. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna go to the left. Those vehicles are blocking things, and we have a nice paved road over here. So this will do nicely. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so this is done. Then I think we have to do the river lock. And if we have to create a pathing, we're going to need the concrete anyway. So that we can... Oof. That was a dip. That we can... I want to fix those two areas with the bridge when we first started the game too, because it'll make the pathing much easier. You might have to pick up concrete from inside the quarry there. We'll check that here in a second. Done. All right. Nice. Very good. Concrete plant is operational.
I hope you didn't think that transformer would be enough to power up the concrete slabs facility.
I did.
Because I certainly did. And I was wrong. Laying a new power cable should do the job, though.
Okay, we did that, though.
Somebody has to be optimistic around here, right? Finally! We got concrete rolling out by the truckloads. And not a moment too soon. Would you believe it? It's time to finish with the construction here and move on to new, more exciting things. Just plan a route for the repair crews from the concrete slabs facility to the river lock and get yourself across.
Okay. So, concrete slabs to a river lock. Now, that should be pretty easy to do. We just have to get rid of this truck from here. Honestly, we don't even need this truck here right now. I don't know what else we'd be paving over here. So let's do this. I want to retain everything that we do not need. Clean all of this up. All of it up. That's better. Okay. And we'll do the same thing with... Okay. So plot route from concrete slabs. We should be able to do this without a problem. But I'm not going to hold my breath here. There will most certainly be a problem. Oh, wait. This gotta be delivered here? Okay. Dispatch vehicle. Let's see what happens here. Alright, now we can build these. And if we look at the other objective... Infrastructure route. That also has to go here. Now, what kind of truck are we... That's a big truck. Alright, so this is why we need this repaired. Because it'll be much easier to take the trucks in this direction. So we need 2 bridges here. No. Bridges. So I want a... Yep. And I want another one... Yep. Okay, so we need 9. 9 concrete. We can do that. Is this thing stuck here? Are you fucking kidding me? How stupid can you be? Like, these trucks are just dumb. They're dumb. The trucks are dumb. Granted, I didn't realize that the route did that, but that's fine. Try this again. Dumb trucks. Quite honestly, they're doing pretty well. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. All right, so now we need the following. We need concrete. We need concrete. And we need to bring it. What's up, Dietrich? How you doing? Yes, happy Sunday. There's concrete over here. All right, so that route is going to be successful. I'm seeing all sorts of concrete over here. Of course, that's a pain in the ass to get to. These we can. We need 9 slabs. Okay, so we're going to go around here. And we're going to need another vehicle to load all this up into. So we'll have to go get another truck. That'll be easy. Alright, this route should be complete here in a second. There we go. Very nice. Oh wait, there's another truck on the way. We're gonna block him here, aren't we? Now, let's just get over here and we'll stay out of its way until it passes. Alright, so this is where we're going to have to be. Personally, I'd rather run this tree over and get in there. Now, I'm not sure if there's enough concrete in here to get all of this. Actually, there might be. This could... Oh, yeah, I think there's plenty here for 9 slabs. All right. Next truck. That's probably all the way back here. So let's get. Yep. And I also want to bring back. Sure. Yeah. Yes, I am. I certainly am. Get this out of the world. Let's get back over there. Okay. I know where we have to go, and we shall go there. That's a nice lighthouse. We're making some steady progress. Now that we have figured out solutions for the 1 or 2 annoying things so far. But we have completed everything thrown at us. Without a problem. Let's keep it going. Now we are going to run into at least 1 truck on the way. We got to keep an eye out for that. They will not avoid us. getting. We have to go through this gate. And those are the bridges we're going to build. Make room for the other trucks that will come through, and it'll be much easier going that way, and it's a very easy thing to do. Once we get the river lock activated, we'll take an assessment and see if we're going to stop there or if we're going to keep streaming. Might be a good place to stop. We'll see. There's the other truck. I'll let it pass. Okay, see, this is the problem that I don't know why it's doing this. Like, the mouse controls stay activated, and it locks the wheel in place. I don't know why it does that. Oh, and that hole's there. That hole is there because of the wires that we dug. That's why it's there. Alright, so the next task at hand is to grab this concrete. I do wish that the map would have, like, a day-night cycle instead of just, like, you know, goes to dusk. And that's it. Okay. Nope, no. You dummy. Can you stop that? What is happening right now? The controls have gone wonky. Like they have a mind of their own. Again. All I want to do is change the camera. What the heck? What gives? What the hell, Minecrush? Let me guess. This is too close for me to put it into the truck. Of course it is. Because... fuck me. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. We're on to something now. Alright, we need 9 concrete slabs, which is 2 trips once the slabs are made. Now, there are slabs over here that are pre-made, so we might just want to grab those too. Because I see 2 of them over there, so technically we only need 7 slabs if we can grab those, which we definitely can. You see them right in front of me. There were some... I know I saw some other ones. Maybe it was just those. I thought I saw some other ones too. Wrap that up. Drag this over to plant. Once we have 5, I'll move the other crane over, because I don't think I can grab that with this vehicle. It would be nice if I could, but I don't think I can. Alright, so we're already up to 3. Also, I think we can move these. Can we move this? Might not be able to do it with this crane, but... oh yeah, we'll be able to... I don't think this crane's big enough to be able to do this, but... yeah, that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to... okay, we'll get the other crane over here to do that. But so far, so good. So far, so good. We're on a roll ski. Okay. Next. They're pretty nice sized chunks of concrete. I mean, preferably, I'd rather not go after those other 2. Alright, so we'll take this last one over to the plant, and then we'll go from there. Strap. Okay. Now, if this says 7, we can get the crane, go from there. So right there, it should be pretty easy to get. Yep, that's 7. All right, so here's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can take 5 at a time comfortably. Why are we doing all of this? Well, to make 2 new bridges to get some 18-wheelers over to its destination easier, as opposed to having to go all the way around and line everything up perfectly. It's a pain in the neck, and it's not the most efficient way to do this, from what I can tell. So, I'm going to take 5 slabs, and then get these over to the bridges. Drop these off. We'll drive back over here. We'll load up the next set, and then we'll have the crane deliver what needs to be delivered. All right, so we're going to just take this all the way back. See, now this road here is what the problem is. We're going to have to, unless we can bring the trucks up this way, then bring them around that way, but these turns might be kind of a pain. This definitely looks like the best way to go. We're going to have to clear this out of the way, too. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Before we do anything else, I want to do some moving around. Truck go. Now, is this route complete? Yes, it is. Okay. Don't have to worry about that anymore. I think we're in good shape here. So I want to get these 2 concrete slabs up here for the other vehicle. And actually, there's 3 of them. We could leave 1 in storage. All right, next, we are going to This requires 4. And then 5. So we are going to take this truck now, drop it off at that first bridge. Now, if the road is not in good shape, then we'll work on fixing it, but hopefully it's in good enough shape. We have these 3 slabs here, plus the other 2 that's in storage. We already have 5 on us. But we're going to have to clear out those large towers. But I'm not too concerned about that now. We have the towers to clear out here because I want to get those out of the way. I never know when I might want to cross over. And the crane's already there, so I might as well do it. Okay. Alright, this is going pretty well so far. If I say so myself. Now, the road I am concerned about is... Take a quick look here. That would be this road right here. And I don't know if I can clear that out of the way. We might have to sand that up. I don't know how bad this road is here. Let's take a look. I don't know if those 18-wheelers would have a problem getting through this. These turns. It is dirt. I think it's wide enough. Yeah, but there's that debris on the ground. I don't know if that's gonna... I can't move that, I don't think. Unless I can do it with a crane. We'll see. If I can, then we can take the trucks through there. I'd rather not route them through the orange grove. I think it'd be kind of a pain in the ass. I also don't know how heavy... Oh, you suck. Well, this would be why we cannot bring the truck through here. Okay, definitely cannot bring 18-wheelers through that way. At least not in its current shape. We could make a quick concrete slab bridge. That would be easy. So that's something there that would need to be repaired. What's up, Supermanthony? How you doing, sir? Good to see ya. We'll follow that man. Appreciate the support, sir. How you doing? Alright, so this bridge will be complete. That's done. Nice. Now the question is, can I... Yeah, no. It's, you know, the plan that we talked about. It's been good. I look forward to it. Nice. Now, I think... I mean, these rocks here shouldn't really be much of a problem. But it's these here that will be an issue. Oh, wait. We can have the 18-wheelers go around it. I think we can just split it right through this way. They can go right through here. Yeah, that's okay. We're good. We are good. All right, so we're going to park this up here. Well, spin it around. All right, I think we have a good plan. We have a good plan. Okay, so next step of my brilliant plan will be to leave this vehicle right at the crossroads. Right here. Next, we're going to go back into this crane, fold it up, lift up the anchors, and we're gonna back it up and get rid of those 2 pieces of the water tower. Just because I don't need it. We're going to back it in because this way we can drive that faster. Okay. Well, if you all are not familiar with Super Anthony, please give him a follow. Not just here, on YouTube as well. Take a Twitch. There you go. That's my boy, right there. Of course, no problem. But here's the thing. Who knows Super Anthony? How many of you are familiar with him? I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing here, because I don't even think I can... I'm moving this, but... Why? Can I even break this down? Can I knock this fence over? Guess not. Be pretty cool if we could. Can we? We cannot. So all this was for nothing. Got it. Okay, fantastic. Unless we have to deliver something later on. But, okay. Super Anthony's a funny guy. You know, he's creative, he's clever. And I have to say, I'm looking forward to what he's about to do. Because he's going to be jumping into Ark, which I know is a game that a lot of you have heard about. But I'm excited to see what the heck was that? What? Was that a test? What the heck was that? That alert never goes off. Aetrin? What in the hell was that? Was that a test from Ankh or something? What in the flying... What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? It was a YouTube sub? Oh, for the love of God. Oh, you subscribe to YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that to something that's not so scare the shit out of Thundy sound, like, you know, that, wow. Okay. Thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube. That's the first live YouTube sub we've ever had. I did not expect that. Okay, so we're going to have to... Oh, no. Yeah. No, I don't think anybody has ever done a membership to YouTube. I don't have anything there that's probably worth it at the moment. I don't have anything. Thank you very much for doing that, though. That's very kind. And unnecessary. Which seems to be the theme of the evening. Okay. We connect, and we pull it. We go up. We go over, and we drop it. Fantastic. Now, we're gonna back this up. So far, this plan is working out beautifully. Now we're gonna take this crane and park it off to the right. Out of the way. We're going to take the truck, the other truck, Hello, Dietrich. Over on YouTube. How you doing? And then we're going to drive this back up north, pick up the remaining slabs, which we only need 4 of them. So we're going to leave 1 slab in the concrete factory. Because there's no point in... We're already here. Might as well drop off 1 slab, you know? Make a UE. Okay. Let's go. Move hand. Holy crap. That's more like it. On the road again. Thank you for 71 months.
Thundy butt dance, thundy butt dance, thundy butt dance, thundy butt dance.
That's a lot of butt dancing. I have to say thank you very much for that. Hey, how are you, sir? Good to see ya. We're making progress. Oops. Well, I went too far, but we can go around this way. We can go this way. It's fine. All good. Alright, so we need 4. Emergency cheese scones. We finished one of the bridges. And we're just getting the slabs for the last one. We need 4, so we're going to pull one of them out, and then we're going to grab the 3 that's further up the road here that we pulled out from the quarry. Not even going to crane away. Dropped off over here. We'll take this down to the bridge, and then we'll start that other route. And then that should take care of everything for the lock, and then we'll go from there. Making steady, solid progress here. I am very happy. We are on a roll. So, the plan for this week, streaming tomorrow and Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, I will be off, most likely. Definitely Wednesday. Thursday, perhaps not. Just depends. And then we'll go from there for the weekend. We'll see. Chances are what'll happen is we're going to stream tomorrow, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, stream Friday, off Saturday, stream Sunday. If I had to make a guess, that would be the guess. All right, let's go drop this sucker off. This is great. I really do like this game a lot. I loved SnowRunner. I thought we had some... At the time, we had a large developing community where there were like 50 to 60 people here, and we were just driving around and having a good time. It was great. End of the year. Thankfully, there's been very little shenanigans tonight. I'm very happy about that. I think we might have finally come to the end of the shenaniganery. That's right. That is a word. It is now. Shenaniganery. If I can even say the word again. Shenaniganery. Shenaniganery? Yeah. No, this was good. This was good. Very good. Very good. Now, hopefully, the 18-wheelers can get through that. We might have to move some of these stones out of the way. We'll see. I've been trying to hit them with the side of my tires so they kick over, but we'll make adjustments as we need to. I still think this was the smartest decision by getting these bridges put together. Obviously, ooh, we got some air there. Obviously, it made the most amount of sense. We got these pieces of water tower removed, and this road here should be completely clear. All right, this bridge is done. It's aligned well enough. Okay. So, this whole road here is in great shape. Let's just pull this truck over to the side and leave it here. Now, objectives. Plan a route. And let's build it. So, start plotting. We're going to go this way, this way, this way. I don't know if this is going to work. I hope it will. I have high hopes. I am not sure. This truck has terrible traction, if it's the truck I'm thinking of. We have a little sand dune over here, so we got to push it this way, and then we got to push it back this way. Actually, no, this isn't the sand. Is it the sand? Yes, it is the sand dune. And then we got to push them up this way. And that should complete the mission there. All right, let's dispatch vehicles, see what happens. Now, in the meantime, we're not just going to sit around and do nothing, because that is not smart. We are going to deploy as that truck takes off, and we're going to head to the south. Yeah, I had to push a set of trucks the last time. The fact that they allow you to do it is pretty nice. All right, so we're going to head to the south, and we're going to get to that crane. I'm just waiting for the failure notification. I'm sure it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. All right, so that's the crane, but we're going to need power, which means we're probably going to have to drive up here. I know jumping off this is going to be a bad idea, but let's do it anyway. Whee! Oh. Oh, no way! Oh, hell, that worked. Okay, that was pretty cool. It worked! Okay, that was pretty sweet. Now, nothing has failed yet, but I'm sure something will. All right, before we continue, I want to take a look at the route, see where they are. Oh my God, they're gonna make it. Oh, because that truck's pushing it. Holy crap. It's gonna make it? Is it gonna make it? First try? That never happens. Holy shit. Then again, I don't know if that truck's gonna make it. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so nervous. It's gonna do it. It's gonna make it. First try. That's it. Completed. Look at that. Okay. Now we're not done yet. There's a lot of... Put it in low gear here. Did you really? So I'm up to... Oh, no, no, no. I'm up to, like, chapter... I don't know. I'd have to check. It's gotten... All right, so what happened at the column with you-know-who and the prison... I just finished where they went to the prison to, you know, talk to that person. And then it goes back to the next area. So I haven't... Yeah. I'll have to do that. Can I actually tow this thing? It's like a winch. $2 years? Really that long? I hope this is the right direction. Okay, stop. We're gonna have to bring a, crane over here to grab this, I think. I think I screwed this up, but... Alright, let's go get the big boy here. Actually, no. That's dumb. Why would I do that? Go here. Gotta use our brains, chat. Look at all that time we just saved. Professional. I am a professional. I don't care what Minecraft says. He doesn't know. So, your verdict, Sadie, would you say that it is better than the first book? Or just as good as the first book? Or worse than the first book? Once you get past like chapter 10 or so, it starts to accelerate quite a bit. Like I see myself reading 3, 4, 5 chapters at a time. So we might have to wait a little bit. That's okay. I have so many other things to read, it's worth just... And this bug is still here. After all this time. This dotted line for a winch is still here. I do not understand it. After all this time, it's still there. Amazing. Yeah, there are still some things that need to be fixed. No doubt about it. Okay, got it. Done. Oh. Oh.
All right, you got the crane going. Congratulations. Now, get it going really fast and load up those decking parts. We need them at the river lock post-haste. Once you pull them all out, drive straight to the river, no detours. Not even for a burger, a really tasty one. I haven't had lunch yet. Anywho, I believe in you.
Okay. So I want to bring this back because will the dotted line still be there? No, it's not. Okay. Perfect. Bring decking parts to the river lock. Okay. Perfect. Enter. And actually, we want to do the following. We want to retain this. We want to take this and deploy it. So there's another book. I don't know if anybody's heard of this book. This is... I did want to get into some mysteries and thrillers as well. So I have a set of books that I am looking to add to the library. Should surprise nobody. So in particular... so there's this book called Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Which apparently is like a sci-fi mystery thriller. So I want to do that. And then I have a whole series of other titles that I want to add to my personal development section of my library. That's what I saw. It was highly recommended. So I'm hoping that is a good one. Now, can we get over here without this thing tipping? Or is this going to tip? Oh, sure. I know this might be counterproductive, but... I'm just gonna drop this. And then... have the other one pick it up. This seems to make sense to drop them there so I can it'll be easier for me to control the crane that's on the other truck. Assuming that these things aren't too heavy. So I think once we get the Riverlock repair, that'll probably be a good place to stop. Because I still want to make dinner. I have to go to the airport to pick up my friends. They're in the air right now. So, I'm sure I have enough time to... I have not, although I do want to see it. It looks pretty good. Okay, nice. Now, I hope this works. It should. It should. It should. I don't know how heavy these things are, but... Come on, get out from underneath the truck. Are you freaking kidding me? Can you? Thank you. Thank you very much. It is upside down. Okay, nice. No problem. Good. To the lock. All right. So we'll drop this off. I'm not sure if I actually have to place these things or I just bring them to the zone. It says just bring them to the zone, but we'll see.
Have I ever told you I really envy you sometimes? Ah, who am I kidding? That's all the time. You get to visit all these exotic locations. And they all look so great on your video feed. It's like you're on vacation, where everything is trashed. Still, I really need a vacation.
I like Kelly. I like Kelly. Alright, we'll take our new route here with the bridges. I want to enjoy it for ourselves, you know? Alright. This is pretty good progress for just about 3 hours. Actually, for exactly 3 hours. The only hiccups we've run into was with the cable laying. And that's about it. It's the cable laying and then with the I still have to figure out what's going on with the controls. Why the mouse is taking priority after I let it go. I don't know why that's doing it. I didn't notice that was a problem when we started the game. Worst is to come. We'll see about that. I know it's going to get more difficult, but at the same time, RoadCraft isn't SnowRunner. We have the ability to set bridges, pave roads, drop sand. Like, we can do all these things. I don't have to worry about fuel currently. Like, it's not like it's going to be a tough thing. Okay, here we go. Cool. The first frontier. I know you can now. All right.
You know, maybe I was a bit too optimistic when I promised more exciting things. Still, they are new, so they can't be all that bad, right? In fact, the harbor base is so new it needs fuel to function, so you'll have to drive a tanker there. Oh, and while you're at it, take the scenic route along the coast and check out the port and the Blue Water Yacht Club's pier. If they're still there, we'll use them later to deliver stuff.
Okay. Okay. Explore areas of potential historical interest. That should be fairly easy. Now, here's my question. What is the best scout in the game? What's up, Odin? How you doing? I do like the Dawn 72. You like Thunder? I like me too, thank you. Oh, this one. This scout? 3431. 4542. I mean, this one right here looks a lot better. Granted, we've got this one, but you can't do it yet. There's 2 thunders. Oh, this one with the kit. 3, 4, 4, 1. This one right here. It just seems like it's very top heavy. You know? Like it's gonna tip like a Jeep. We'll just stick with this one then. It doesn't. Alright, well. Let's deploy here. And let's go see. I know I said I might stop after that, but I want to go see these places. And then maybe we'll stop after that. Shouldn't have to go very far for this one. I just have to get into the dotted lines, I think. Yeah, I don't use the mobile base all that much until I have a lot of... Come on. Really? Okay. I am not going to do that to myself. We're going to do it again. It just makes no sense. I'm sure there is a better way to go about that. But I saw dotted lines on the ground where I don't have to go all the way up to the top, and I'd rather do it that way. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm sure as shit going to give it a try. Did I seriously make it over there and then I just double backed? Come on, baby. I don't think this is going to work. Stop turning the... God, see, this is what's driving me crazy. If I don't have control of the vehicle because of the mouse, like, that's gonna get... There we go.
Hey, feel like something different? I have a request from a bunch of scientists. Sounds like they're on the lookout for things to dig up. They want you to check out a few areas where some relics of the past could be hidden. Nothing wrong with helping out science for a quick change of pace, I guess.
Oh, I have to find an object. Okay, well that's different. So this won't work at all. Well, that's just lovely. I thought that was going to work. And it won't. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, so that was it. I just had to get close and scan it. Okay, I forgot about that feature because I haven't done that in a long time. Alright, so we're going to head to the sand pit. I don't know how far that stretches out, but... On the road again. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Car's got some speed. Oh, started to say we were booking it. That was really good. I'm going to the wrong one first. Well, it's not wrong. It's just not the one I wanted to go to. Okay. So I don't even know if this is the right way to go, or I do not know. Logically, I would think we'd have to go straight here and then make a left, but I don't know if that's going to help us. Can you please just turn in the direction I have the wheel? Not that complicated. Yeah, this is not going to work. I don't know about that. This is not the right way. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm not even gonna bother going over there. That's just stupid. How in the hell am I supposed to get up here? This one should be pretty easy. Let's just try to get that one. And then that last one, maybe we'll hold off on. Pedal to the metal. It just breaks instantly. You know what's funny? The more I play this game, the more the wheel on my actual car feels strange. Has anybody ever had that happen? Now, could I perhaps... No, probably not. I'm gonna say if I could drive up over here, but I don't think that's gonna do me any good. No. Oh, sure. I'd love to get behind one of those one of these days. We just go in here. Maybe. Could we? Still not close enough. Still not near it. Huh. That's pretty cool. Nah, I think we can do it without the bridge. This might be the big problem that we have, but... Oh, no, 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 hold on. Come on, baby. Still no good, huh? Oh, tell me it's up over here. Oh, you sucko. Too far away. Well, I mean, if I did build a bridge, yeah, I guess we would have to build something over here like that. That's okay. We'd build it right there. We could do that. And quite honestly, if I don't need these anymore, we could just move that over there. There's no reason to have these connected anymore. Unless we have to drag something to these other canyons, but I'd rather not, no, because there might be something else that's going to say take it from here and bring it to the South Canyon Resort, so I don't want to do that. We should leave that. Which means I'm going to need more concrete, which I am not doing today. Also means that we're probably going to need another bridge that connects from here to, I don't know. Do it like that. There are free slabs there, that is true. There were quite a few. There's a handful that we can pull those off. All right, well, for the moment, I don't want to do that at all, so... Okay, so it's saying that I need to take this and drive it over to there, which means we're gonna have to take the lock. This should be... What could possibly go wrong here? We all know it's not going to be this easy, right? There's no way. Yeah, let's make this the last one, because I'm getting pretty hungry. This way we get the next operating base done. Now, assuming we don't need any road repairs along the way, which would be nice if we didn't have that. Why is it getting so laggy all of a sudden? Holy hell. What is happening? Weird. Alright. Now all this time we spent putting together this lock area. Let's see how this looks. It looks beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay. But before we make any sort of turn... Well, we won't know. Because, no. I feel like we should probably be taking a scout before we do this, but whatever. What's the worst that could happen?
Nothing like an apocalyptic desert wasteland to get your imagination going, right? But don't get too carried away. You're there to get rid of the apocalyptic and wasteland parts, and maybe sign autographs for the grateful populace. But that's optional.
I feel as though this is not going to be that easy. Just a hunch. I mean, so far so good, but I'll be stunned if it's this easy. There's gonna be something blocking the way, or... I don't know. Okay. Do my eyes deceive me? Are we really going to be able to make this without having to do anything? That would be amazing. Oh, of course. There's a door there. Okay. Wait, you have to bring it here? Is that really it? Wait. No, that's it. No freaking way. Okay, that is shocking. Wow. Cool. Well, that'll work. Huh. And a new base. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The only problem is I can't click on the new base. I haven't explored enough of the base in order to... Ain't that some shit. So I guess we have to drive... Oh, recover. Oh, yeah, I guess we could do that. Harbor base. There we go. That works. Okay. That works beautifully. Now, when we come back tomorrow, I might want to start by building these concrete bridges. And going from there, I mean, this one is we're going to require 10. We're right here, and actually, if we just knock this out, it'll be a quick route. I don't know if we already have one there. I'm too afraid to take this apart because I mean, this equals 9, and that would give us 10 for this one, and then we can just move this over for this, and we just need 5 more, which we could grab from here. It's not the end of the world if we wanted to do that, but we can figure out that problem. That's not a big deal. That's no big deal. Anyway, we're gonna call it here, and thank you very much. Top trees. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Thank you very much for watching. And, holy hell. There are, you know what? I don't check this anymore, but there are way more of you here than I was expecting, I have to say. I did not expect to have so many of you watching right now. I'm not calling anybody out. I just want to say thank you. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We should send you all over somewhere. I was a No, I haven't. We went right to we went to Sojourn first because I heard it was the smallest one, and then we'll do Deluge, and then we'll do Sandswept, and then we'll do Kernel, and then we'll do the Rebuild expansion. No, but seriously, thank you all very much for watching. I'm trying to... So, I'm going to be honest with you all. Not that I'm ever really not honest with you. I've mentioned I've been struggling since we got our world's first record with what to do with this stream. And, you know, I want to play things that make me happy. You know, that are comfortable. But I'd like to try to get us going again. I mean, it's going to be 10 years on Twitch in less than 2 months. A decade. So I want to play this for the next 4 to 6 weeks and see how you all respond to it. If it does well, we'll continue to do it. If it doesn't, we'll make a pattern switch. We'll switch. But I want to... I've been working pretty hard offline to try to set up a plan. And hopefully this will be of some interest to you. If not, we'll make changes. But But seriously, thank you very much for watching. If I do not see you before 2026, Happy New Year. Well, Satisfactory, I don't, yeah, I know, it's something I thought about. That is an option. I could probably suck it up. I know you can change it to cats. But I think Enshrouded would be a very good game for us to play on stream. I played it offline quite a bit. We never really played it online. Like, never really played it live. So, yeah. Now, I don't know anybody. I'll have to go visit some. Dyson Sphere. Yeah, no, that looked pretty good too. I think what we need to do is put some game suggestions in where you all can just submit it via like Google and see what fits. Because I did this whole breakdown on the stream and what would work and what wouldn't work. So we could go here. We haven't been here in a long time. Like a lot. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go to K-Dub. I haven't been to K-Dub in a long time, and I'd like to see K-Dub. K-Witty 23. That's a great guy right there. So we're gonna go to K-Dub, and tomorrow we'll be back. Normally we stream much later, but we also start about 52 minutes ago. Tomorrow we'll be live at around 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern. 23 is better than 11? No, nothing's better than 11, okay? Nothing. Like, that is the tippy top of the number pyramid. So, you know, no. That's a good try, but no. Definitely not. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for everything. Goodbye, Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube. Have a good night. Bye.